Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, I got up. I was actually not up very early today, and we are still sort of cleaning up the kitchen from like all the cooking stuff from yesterday. And then on top of that too, this morning I ended up making, guys, I'm gonna have to show you guys, flip the camera around, ended up making chocolate covered strawberries for like our sort of Valentine's Day dessert-ish thing. I ended up doing those. I used a little bit over a package, like I dipped into this one a tad bit just because I had extra space and extra chocolate and I wanted to use up all the chocolate. So these are in the fridge. Like I said, I made those early this morning, like when I woke up. And then right now, we've also got our pizzas in the oven as well, the deli pizzas from Aldi. And I got 2 cheese ones because they were cheaper than getting the like meat ones or anything like that from Aldi. So what I ended up doing was I just am doing 1 cheese. The other one, I had a package, like a half package of pepperonis left over. So I did half of the pepperoni and then half with leftover barbecue chicken that I had. So sort of not really sausagey, but like I know Pizza Hut has a one like that because I never like thought to like add barbecue chicken to pizza. My cousins ordered it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like awesome. This is like way a long time ago, back when I still ate meat. And so I was like, I'm gonna do that too because we had leftover barbecue chicken from dinner on Friday. So I was like, that's an awesome way to use up some of those leftovers. And then again too, I paid less money for things that I already had in the pantry. Like I said, in the fridge even too. And I paid less money and was able to still do 1 meat pizza with, like I said, leftover pepperoni. I had half a package of, and then, which I got, I think maybe free or like $1 or something like that at Jewel a while ago. And then also too, like I said, just leftover barbecue chicken that were just leftovers. So, like I said, I ended up doing that. It was probably about 10 bucks maybe in total because like with the toppings, just because of the pizzas were $4.49 I think each. So even with the toppings that I paid very, very little for, again, it was still like pretty much 10 bucks, under 10 bucks, you know, basically. Whereas the meat pizzas, I think were like a whole dollar or $1.50 or something like that, maybe more than what Aldi's price was, or like what the cheese ones were. So I was like, I can totally just do a meat pizza for the same. So we're doing those for dinner tonight, like I said, along with the chocolate covered strawberries. And I wanted to do the pretzels, but like the chocolate covered pretzels, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to those. At least I didn't get to them this morning, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to get to them like now either or anything like that. And I just got the dishes all taken care of. Like I loaded up the dishwasher. I still need a couple things to be washed, but like I had leftovers too, stuff from like cooking, melting the chocolate and things like that too from this morning. So that's why my dad was taking care of that, because he took my mom to an appointment that she had today. So he, like I said, ended up going there, but he was home today like in the morning, and then they're actually on their way home right now, which is why I'm making the pizzas, and they should be ready in about 20 seconds. So I'm gonna take them out. But again, it's our fun little sort of easy Valentine's Day dinner that we're doing, because again, like I have dishes and I used up all the crock pots yesterday, so I couldn't even really do a freezer dinner or anything like that in the slow cooker, or cook anything in the slow cookers because I had none clean. Well guys, I am gonna take a shower and get to bed. It is like my bedtime. It's actually a little past my bedtime, and on top of that too, like I was telling you guys, over the last couple of days I've been waking up like later and going to bed later, which is not good because I've been in a really good routine lately. And like I just felt like over the weekends, like it was sort of like, I think it was Friday night, I stayed up a little bit later, and then Saturday morning I had to get up super early so again we could go to the grocery stores before we had to go to the party. And then because of that I ended up sleeping in late on Sunday night and went to bed a little bit like later, or Saturday night I went to bed a little bit later, and I ended up sleeping in because I was so tired from waking up so early and getting like not much sleep on Saturday night. And so I've, like I said, been slowly like not like getting back into a good sleep routine. So I am going to bed a little bit earlier tonight, luckily. But again, I need to go and take a shower, get to bed. The chocolate covered strawberries were a huge hit with everybody. Everybody loved them. I had a couple of them. And the pizza too, like I was surprised. We only had maybe about 5 slices of pizza left over. At first I was like, why did I buy 2 of these? Because honestly, I was like, we're not gonna wind up eating this many or like this much pizza when it's just the 4 of us. But like everybody really liked it, and again, we still had a couple, you know, slices of leftovers because tomorrow my parents are going out, I think for Valentine's Day, again, depending on how my mom is feeling. And if that's the case, then me and Jack are just doing leftovers. So again, like we can have like 2 slices or so of pizza each for dinner tomorrow from the leftovers. Plus there's also a handful of leftovers like from like the dinners I cooked last week. So again, I'm hoping that all that stuff as well can get used up. And that would hopefully be nice, like I said, if we can do that tomorrow. But on top of that though, too, like I was saying, even though I did wake up a little bit later today and I felt like I was a little off because of that, like again, I made the chocolate covered strawberries early this morning, and like again, I did the dishes though, like while I was cooking dinner, because I ended up putting the toppings on the pizza, and then while I threw them in the oven, I ended up unloading and loading up the dishwasher. And so like while I was doing that, like that was, normally I do that in the morning because I did the strawberries, so like my day was sort of already off a little bit because of that. But then too, I woke up sort of late, and my dad was home today too, so again, I was just sort of generally off like today, off of my sort of schedule and from waking up late. But I was still very productive. I ended up getting dishes done, I ended up getting editing and uploading done, and I also got to like I said, I made the dinner for tonight, I made the strawberries for tonight, I've stuck to my meal plan. Again, I was planning on possibly making those chocolate covered pretzels, but I didn't get to that just because I did the strawberries, and I was like, that's probably really enough dessert anyway. If I wanted to be extra a little too extra, I could have done those too, but again, I was like, you know what, we're probably good with just that. But the weird thing is, guys, is that I felt like, honestly, it didn't really feel like the Super Bowl yesterday. I feel like because I was so, making the food yesterday was so easy. Like normally it's like a huge big process, all this cleaning and stuff like that afterwards. Like it wasn't really that much. Like again, we didn't make that much food, and most of the stuff that I made was like sort of easier to make. Like I didn't do anything that was really hard or difficult or like challenging or really like anything new that I hadn't made before. So like everything was, again, sort of just like simple, I guess. But it was all delicious food that we did yesterday. It was just like I didn't do anything, again, extra. So like I wasn't trying to, again, like carve little, you know, I don't know, things into footballs or, you know, something like that. Like I think I did that one year. I did chocolate covered strawberries for the Super Bowl, and then I did like little white frosting to make them look like little footballs. And like I said, I was not trying to be extra yesterday or today, but just do something, again, like a little bit like above and beyond, but not go so much beyond. So again, that's why, like yesterday though, it didn't feel like the Super Bowl. And then I realized too, literally yesterday, I was like, we never ended up putting up any Valentine's Day decorations. And I'm super bummed out about that. But I realized it was because, well, not entirely, but right now, because we're cleaning the attic, we have like sort of stuff that we're moving in the way of getting into all the holiday decorations. Because now that we put the Christmas stuff away, we were able to move some stuff like back sort of into the spot, but we can't really get to some of the things that are in there, and we need to still finish. Like that's one of the few sections right now in the attic that isn't finished. And so I can't get to the boxes. I can't find some of the stuff that's for Valentine's Day that I know is there and I know it's in there. So like I have to get some of that stuff finished, getting that organized, and so we couldn't get to the Valentine's Day stuff, or even like the football stuff too, because I think we have like a football flag maybe or something like that. I don't know, but we do have a couple football things as well, so I couldn't get to any of that stuff, so nothing was decorated. I was like, it doesn't really actually feel like Valentine's Day. And like, I don't know, it just, yeah, it feels off. But I'm hoping that it doesn't feel like that for St. Patrick's Day, and I'm hoping we'll be able to get to this stuff by the time, you know, before St. Patrick's Day. But probably like the beginning of March we can decorate for that. I just don't know even why. Like it never even crossed my mind to like get to that stuff, and all of a sudden I was like, we didn't decorate. And I don't know, again, like, and I just feel like I made, again, like special stuff sort of for Valentine's Day, but I don't feel like I, again, like went out of my way, even though I did. But I don't know, like I said, maybe it's just that I don't feel like it's extra. Like I'm not being too extra, so that's why it doesn't feel like Valentine's Day or like the Super Bowl did yesterday. Or maybe too because the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day again were back-to-back days, so I'm like got this like sort of burnout from like both of those two things and preparing for them and stuff like that. Like that could be why too. And like I said, I don't know, but it just sort of felt like because I was so just planned and so organized, it just felt easy, like, you know. And so again, like using my planner, doing my meal plan and all that kind of stuff, like this is like, again, it's very simple right now for me. And so that's why, like, normally when I'm not so prepared, like that's when it feels like I'm being extra, I think, for like making things like this. But because I was so prepared already and all this kind of stuff, like it didn't feel like that to me. Like I just felt like it was a normal like meal that I was making, whereas again it was specialty foods and stuff like that. But it didn't feel like that because I was, again, so organized, prepared. Grocery list went so swimmingly too. Like normally, like before a holiday, making my grocery list takes me hours. It only took me like maybe an hour in total, which is again about the same time I normally wind up making my grocery list anyway for the week. So like, you know, it did when I made it on Friday night, I think. So it didn't feel, like I said, like over the top, like I had to do all this extra stuff, and especially too planning for sort of like 2 holidays, almost 2. Didn't feel like that, and all of this extra sales stuff that's going on with it. So like I said, I don't know, I just, it felt simple to me, and maybe that's why, like, the simplistic nature of like everything that was going on over the last 2 days, you know, just feels not out of the ordinary, so it doesn't feel special to me because I just made it easy. So which is a good thing, but it just, like, again, those like holidays aren't sticking out in my mind as being anything special because it was just simple and easy stuff that I was able to do. Whereas again, it was still like special, like, you know. So anyways, I need to, like I said, take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a little thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.